What's up, guys? I just finished my sixth book, Subscribed by Tian Zuo, Why the Subscription Model Will Be Your Company's Future and What to Do About It. Before I go into my quick summary about the book, I just want to say, man, I was in the sauna at the gym, just kind of decompressing from the week. And I was thinking about the last 6 weeks and all the books I read. And I'm sharing this more because I know I'm not alone. I know others of you in this program have also read 6 books, and just like thinking about how much I've learned in the last 6 weeks is so crazy. It feels like I teleported through time, and it just makes me so grateful for being in this community where I felt pushed to, learn and read more than I ever have in my life. And I really hope that, you all have felt that as well. I've really enjoyed this program, and I'm starting to be a little bit bummed that it's coming to an end. But yeah, nonetheless, I'm just excited. Like the fact that if this is what we could do in 6 weeks, like what could be accomplished in 6 more weeks, let alone 6 more years, and all the great things that can be learned. I mean, I feel like in the last 6 weeks, I've learned a lot about sales and marketing, entrepreneurship, business, just by reading the 6 books that I did. Just can be copy and pasted across different areas, and boom, I've learned a shitload of information in a year. So anyways, moving into the summary. So this book, Subscribed, really, really cool book. And if you run a business and you don't think having a subscription model applies to your business, I challenge you to read this book, because the whole thesis of the book is that there's no business that cannot have a subscription model. Now, obviously, there's going to be businesses that still will sell physical products, but there's always a way to turn your business into or at least have a portion of your business that has a subscription model. And the value of doing a subscription model is twofold. Number one, customers are beginning to love it. The younger generations, and I fall into this category, love subscription models because they can participate in the value without having to take on the cost of ownership. So if you think about software programs like Adobe, in the past, you used to have to shell out $100, $200 to own a piece of software that you may or may not use past a couple times. Whereas now you can actually go and get access to a Adobe software like Adobe Illustrator or Adobe Premiere for 30 or $60 a month, and be able to use it for a short period of time. And then the second part is on the business side, that's so much more profitable because you can collect revenue more consistently and predictably, and you can continually update your products over time to deliver a continual experience to your customers. And I know the Adobe scenario is really obvious because at this point, it's 5 years after this book was written in 2017. Like, obviously, subscriptions are a good idea. You look at Netflix and all these big companies that run off of a subscription model, but they even dove into how factory automation companies that literally make factory equipment have started to dive into the subscription model as well, using software like dashboards that managers of factories can pull up on their smartphone and be able to manage the flow of their factory and see data that they wouldn't have been able to see. And that is a subscription model as well. So again, if you run a business and you don't think subscription model applies to you, I kind of really am challenging you to read this book. I thought it was really good. And the first half was like why you need to run a subscription model business. A, because of the trends, people want it, and B, because it's really profitable and great. But the second half of the book actually talked about how to apply it, all the changes that take place when you shift to a subscription model, including how your sales and marketing needs to change, how to structure your organization, all the way down to how to structure the finance side of things, including your ERP system. So if you're running an ERP system that is more driven from a traditional business model where you're selling products and having customers submit purchase orders to you, you have to have a different way of running your business when you have a subscription model where people are continually paying you, maybe pausing subscription, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to wrap up here. again, just so stoked about this challenge we've been in. I'm going to read one more book before our graduation on Thursday called The Founder's Dilemmas. And yeah, I'm going to go for 7 books in 6 or 7 weeks. I know we had a holiday week thrown in here, but anyways, guys, really thankful for this community, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Talk to you later. Peace.